want you home for about 3 weeks, and I want you shut in, and I want to talk. I have no problem with that. I love that. That's fine. Live by the gospel. Finances come from the gospel. But really, what he's trained me is the church is not your employer. I am. So whether you go out and preach or not, I'm responsible for you. While I remained at home and listened to the Lord, my prayer life has drastically shifted. I don't do much talking anymore. I do more listening. In fact, when I do too much talking, I feel the Lord tapping me, going, you'll get a whole lot more if you just listen. He began to tell me, coming here, he said, you will find a lot of wounded people here. You said, you'll find a place of tremendous passion. He said, but the issue is that their passion has sometimes pushed them to condemnation. He said, they want a world saved, and I want a world saved. He said, but many are functioning under condemnation. They're winning souls out of guilt and condemnation. Make them to understand that interferes with intimacy. Jesus said, I didn't come to condemn. God doesn't use condemnation. I've heard many soul-winning conferences, and unfortunately, I have to tell you in all honesty, most of it was guilt-ridden. Most of it was pushed under guilt. It took God to give me understanding. Many, many years ago, the Lord began to take me into shut-ins. I would take my time off of work. I would shut into my church for 10 days, 5 days, just spend time, take the rabbinical commentaries in the book of Proverbs, seek and fast and pray and seek after the Lord. On one such occasion, on the third day, I saw angels. Angels disappeared in the church. And those things are just wonderful things when God does that. But then there came a shift. The shift came in 1993. It was the first time I'd ever met this great man of God and his wife over in England. I was preaching the General Conference of the UPC, Great Britain and Ireland. And I came back from that depleted. So many people hurting, so many things going on. And the Lord spoke to me and said, I'm taking you on a 40-day fast. I said, can we discuss this? You know, I have a motto, God, I'm never rude to food. He said, it's time for you to get a paradigm shift. He said, you're wrong on a lot of counts. He said, you have placed ministry over relationship. And you're wrong. He began to take me to Matthew chapter 7, if you wish to look with me. Matthew chapter 7. And he began to talk to me very severely. He said, the problem that's happening is people are seeking my hand and not my face. You don't want me for me. You want me for what I can give you. You want my hand. You want me for miracles. You want me for soul winning. You want me for finances. But he said, when's the last time you just stepped into my presence and say, I need all those things, want all those things, but my greatest need is for you. He said, when you go into this 40-day fast, I don't want you to seek for souls. Now, this was growing against my grain. I've been raised in this atmosphere. I didn't get that. He said, I don't want you to seek for miracles. I want you to seek me for me. And I want you to understand the purpose for why I saved you. The purpose for why I saved you was not to win souls. The purpose for why I saved you was to become a wife. If you will become intimate with me, souls are automatically born out of the intimacy.